G'day guys, this is Big T. Today I've got the Hilux N80 in the workshop. I'm going to be fitting a set of Rockarmor Rocksliders to the vehicle. So I've got the Rockslider here set out in front of me. As you see, Rockarmor's got this really nice checker plate finish on the top, which is going to give you that grip when you get in and out of the vehicle. And then you'll see this lip here, this fold at the back. So what's that going to do? It's just underneath the seal of the vehicle, and it's going to stop any gunk, anything that's getting underneath and get stuck and damage the seal of your vehicle. All the Rockarmor Rocksliders come with a foam strip that sits and is sandwiched all the way along the step, and it's sandwiched between the top checker plate and the tube underneath, just to take out any vibration when you're driving off-road. Now the biggest feature about the Rockarmor Rocksliders is the dual rail system that we use. So as you see, Rockarmor runs a dual rail system right along the step, and it's braced all the way along. Now what that does, it gives you that extra support underneath the vehicle. So if you're going along a fire trail or anywhere and you kick up a log, it's not going to damage underneath the vehicle. Or if you're going to come off a ledge, like we all do when we're off-road driving, it's going to protect that whole side of the vehicle, so you're not going to damage any part of the seal. Now the Rockslider comes with this section at the front here, which is modular. So there's just two nuts and bolts there. You just remove that, and this front section is removable, and that way you can add brush bars to the vehicle. So they're really known for their strength. As you see, all the welds are full welds all the way around. That's going to give you that extra strength. Now with your N80 Hilux, it comes with the side curtain airbags. So Rockarmor has built in the crumble zones that work with the safety features of your vehicle. Now as you see, the N80 comes with 3 mounting points, which go directly to the chassis of the vehicle. This is the front section here, and the way that will be fitted is I have a long bolt. It's going to go through the second mounting point here, all the way through the chassis, and a flat spring nut at the back. Your front mounting point, you'll find these in your kit, these little plates. So this section here is fed into the chassis. You'll see a little cutout at the front. It's fed in there, and then you can pick it up, fit it through the step, and then just with the plate and nut on the front. The side mount comes with a U-bolt, so it's going to go straight around your chassis, and you're going to pick it up as so, and then just finish it off with a flat spring nut on the inside. Now for the rear, you have different mounting points. With the driver's side, I'm going to be using one of these long bolts, and that's going to go straight through the chassis, and we're going to pick it up on the other end, which is going to give it that extra strength. On the passenger side, because we have a fuel tank, we're going to be using the plate with the nut on it, and that's going to go through, sit inside the chassis, feed through with one of these plates on the front, and you'll be ready to go. So I've got my step in place there, and you'll see the front mounts line up with these two mounts on the chassis. You see how they marry up there? This is the mount that I'll be putting the bolt all the way through. Just to get started there, I'm just going to put the plate through the chassis. Now you can hold that there in place with a cable tie, but I'm just going to pick up the step and mount it straight on. Just with a spring and a nut. And then I'm going to go put the bolt for the rear mount, just so my step sits up, allowing me to do the rest of the mounting points. So just the rear mount, I've got my bolt there, just put the washer through, lift it up, and feed it through the chassis, and pick it up from the other side with a flat spring nut. Now just do them all up hand tight, and then I'm going to do the U-bolt in the centre. Now with the centre mount, it's just the U-bolt, just fit it through the chassis, pick up your top mount and bottom, and then just finish it off with the flat spring nut. I'll just show you on the passenger side. Just clip your fuel lines out of the way and then just slide the bracket in, the U-bolt, just underneath them. Now as before, just do them all up hand tight. And then I'm going to move to the front, and I've got one more mounting point on the front, just a bolt straight through the chassis. In the kit you'll have larger washers, and therefore these back sections of the chassis, you'll see the cutouts quite big, so we use the larger washers. Now all my mounting points are in place. I'm just going to level the step and tighten it up. I'm just going to get it to the level that I want on the front. I'm not going to do it up really tight, because I'm just going to lift up the back, tighten the back up a little, and then just make sure it's all level, because when you lift the back, the front will drop. So I've tightened up the back, I've got the front level. I'm just going to tighten this one up. And then just go through, tighten the rest, now that it's level. I've got the passenger side remount, so this is the only difference between the driver's side. So I'm just going to feed the bolt in through there, feed the step over, now just lift the electrical cable that's in the way there, and then put your flat spring nut. There you go, the Rocksliders are all tight now. Really easy fit. Took me approximately 15-20 minutes per slide. Now, as I said before, the only difference between the passenger side and the driver's side was just the rear because of the fuel tank. We used the bolt that we're going to insert in the chassis. So this car is ready to hit the tracks now with that extra safety all underneath the vehicle, and also with the safety of the side impact coating of the vehicle. Alright guys, here we go. I've got the N80 out of the workshop. Really nice fit, looks really good on the Hilux. The customer's going to absolutely love it. It's a really good finish from Rockarmor. Guys, stay tuned. Thanks for watching the Rockarmor content, and I'll see you guys on the tracks.